almost finished reading the current Damien Leith book that came out that I got signed, which I will remind you of once again, even though I did it in a few previous videos, where I got it signed on April the 5th last month for my birthday, when I met Damien Leith in person at the Island Orchestrated concert, and I decided to purchase his book, and he signed it for me in the front of the book with "Happy Birthday, Adam, all the best," or all the best here. Is Damien Leith's signature again, and I've nearly finished this book. I have read on the first day when I started reading the book. I read from chapters. Let me see where I started reading from. I started reading from chapter 1 to chapter 10, and last night I read from chapter 10 to chapter 17, and I have chapter 17 through to, I'll go slowly by page, chapter 17, 18, 19, chapter 20, chapter 21, chapter 22 is the last chapter of the book. So I've got chapter 17 to chapter 22, and then I'm basically finished reading the book by Damien Leith, The Extraordinary Misadventures of Lake and Birdy. So I've got pretty much where the bookmark is in the book. I'll show you again. I've pretty much got it bookmarked on chapter 17, which is where I finished reading late last night because I got a bit fucking tired. And I put the bookmarking, I put the bookmarking the book, which is the bookmark here that I've got, which is on a dangly thing like that. Aloha Hawaii, which is what my aunt got me when she went to Hawaii that time earlier in the year, or last year when she went to Hawaii. She bought me a bookmark, and chapter 17 is pretty much called Hearing Voices. That's the name of the title in the book of The Extraordinary Misadventures of Lake and Birdy and Their Remarkable Fortitude. So I'm pretty much going to try and finish the book tonight, later when I go to bed, after I watch more Geordie Shore. I'm probably going to just watch Geordie Shore today, or I might have a shower shortly, and I'm pretty much going to watch mostly season 17 and maybe a little bit of season 18 of Geordie Shore tonight. But I'm going to try and finish later before I go to sleep. I'm going to try and finish the last few chapters of The Extraordinary Misadventures of Lake and Birdy and Their Remarkable Fortitude, because that book has been absolutely amazing. I absolutely despise the character of Miss McGregor, though. Miss McGregor is pure evil. Like, the way she operates the orphanage that she runs, that Lake and Birdy end up going to, she runs it so horribly, and she's just such a nasty character. So I definitely hope they get, well, so far they have got their freedom, so that's a bit of a spoiler alert. Lake and Birdy have got their freedom at the moment, and I hope it pretty much stays that way. Lake and Birdy are sisters, by the way, so if you do come across reading the book, they're sisters, and they obviously become orphans and had to go to an orphanage because their parents died. So it's a bit of a tragic tale, but it's an easy read. It's funny. It's dark in parts. Actually, it's dark in quite a lot of parts, but it's a very enjoyable book, and I definitely cannot wait to review the book for you guys tomorrow. I'll probably review it as soon as I wake up tomorrow, whether it's like at 10 o'clock in the morning or 10:30, 11. As soon as I get up tomorrow and I have a coffee, I will probably review you, if I hopefully finish the book tonight, of the book, The Extraordinary Misadventures of Lake and Birdy and their remarkable fortitude, because it's an exciting book. And after this book, I'm going to start reading Henry Winkler's bio, which probably will take a lot longer than this book. But this book, don't forget, is a children's book. So the chapters are quite short, but they're long enough for what the story is kind of trying to tell you. And that's what I like about the book. Like, it's an easy read. If you never read a book before and you're an adult, and let's just say, for argument's sake, you're an adult and you started to read late in your life, this book would be a perfect easy read to start reading. Like I said, the chapters are fairly condensed, but they're so damn good. And I'm hoping that Damien Leith definitely writes more children's books in the future. And I'm definitely keen in reading the other two adult novels that Damien Leith has written a while ago and available as well. So yeah, so definitely check out my review after this one. And let's see what some of the people have said on my video. XGang2 says hi, hi, hi. And then XGang2 again says, hi, 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 hi. Why are you saying hi that many times to me on my live video? You don't need to say that many bloody highs. And Claire Gerder, if I'm saying the name right, says KD. What do you mean by KD, by the way? I would like a explanation to that. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Bye.